With breaking and heartbreaking news tonight at 5 o'clock, a missing Vancouver mother and daughter have been found dead. Vancouver police say the bodies of Meshay Melendez and her daughter Layla Stewart were discovered in a rural area near Washougal. This is just off Southeast Sunset View Road. Officers say they were able to identify them based on unique genetic markings, while family and friends search elsewhere for Meshay and Layla throughout the day.
And this development marks a sudden, tragic end for a family that have told us over and over the last 48 hours they were trying to stay strong. They were hoping against hope their loved ones would come home. Meanwhile, Meshay Melendez's boyfriend, whom Vancouver police have named as a person of interest in their disappearance, appeared earlier today in Clark County Court. That hearing connected to a murder Kirkland Warren is accused of committing in Arkansas. Though this evening there are growing concerns based on court documents that not enough was done to protect Meshay. Let's go to Mike Benner in Vancouver. And Mike, there are no words for this family tonight.
No, David, there are no words. Tonight, a mother and her little girl are dead. In all likelihood, this is criminal in nature. It makes me sick to my stomach to think about little Layla's final moments, even Meshay's. All you can really do is pray if you're a person of faith. As far as the discovery of their bodies, we can tell you it was around 9:30 this morning. Somebody was driving along Southeast Sunset View Road in rural Washougal. They spotted what they thought were life-sized mannequins down a steep embankment in thick brush. As you can imagine, law enforcement rushed to the scene and they discovered the bodies they now believe to be Meshay and Layla, bringing to an end a days-long search.
It is icky and muddy and it's gross and it's dark in some places over by the waters and whatnot.
Late Wednesday morning in northeast Vancouver, family, friends, even complete strangers scour Beaver Marsh for any sign of Meshay Melendez and Layla Stewart.
You can do everything you want from the couch, but when you're out here and you're actually looking and you're actually doing the work and helping the family, that gives them so much more closure than it would by just saying, we hope that you're going to get the answers you need.
Holly Matheny does not know Meshay and Layla, but she's heartbroken over their disappearance. Detectives say the mother and daughter were last seen March 12th in the area of Northeast 77th Avenue and Vancouver Mall Drive. Family is desperate to find them.
We haven't seen them since last Sunday. Nobody's talked to them or heard them since last Sunday, and that's not normal. That is definitely not normal.
Family is pointing the finger at Meshay's boyfriend, Kirkland Warren, who authorities are calling a person of interest in the case. This is due in large part to the couple's rocky past and Warren's criminal past. In addition to a pending murder case in Arkansas, Warren is accused of shooting up Meshay's apartment in December. Police arrested him in early March, and according to court papers, Warren immediately jumped on the jail phone with Meshay and pressured her to drop the charges. It didn't end there, though. When Warren bailed out of jail, he again ignored court orders and contacted Meshay. In fact, a witness recalls seeing Warren with Meshay and Layla just before they vanished.
He was the last person to see them alive.
Because this contact was a violation of his parole, police arrested Warren again just this last weekend. According to court documents, in a jailhouse phone call with his dad, Warren suggested he may have done more than just get in touch with Meshay. In late Wednesday, awful news out of rural Washougal. 2 bodies had been found, and police believe them to be Meshay and Layla.
All right, circling back to Kirkland Warren for a moment, we understand that a judge presiding over his murder case in Arkansas found out what was happening here in Washington and revoked his bond in Arkansas. He's now being held in the Clark County Jail on a fugitive from justice charge, and now probably much, much more. Back to you.
Mike Benner in Vancouver. Mike, we appreciate your compassion, your empathy, and your reporting. Thank you.
Just heart-wrenching, and many